What is up, guys? We are back on the journey to owning a bakery. That's kind of the idea still. Not that we're anywhere near that at the present, but we do have a couple fields planted. We got some wheat growing, and yeah, I mean, the yield looks really good. Yield potential is even better. It'd be pretty cool to get 125%. And both of these fields at just a base level had a great yield, and then with the crop rotation that we're doing, it looks like we're probably going to get even a little bit of a perk there, and so that's really cool. And I mean, as you can see on the top right, there is a contract that we're going to be driving out to. It's kind of hard to pass up easy money like that. The kind of goal here for today, rest of the day, I should say, is we're gonna try and get enough money to have the mushroom greenhouse, or I guess dark room, I should say. But yeah, just kind of add a little bit of variety, and also just kind of, I mean, a little bit of passive income will be great. Something other than just driving around and doing contracts that can give us some money. And I am gonna probably be looking for maybe a smaller tractor or something like this that I can maybe do some loading work with. I like being able to see the forklift a little bit better because I am not very good with the forklift. So it helps me when I can see it a little bit better instead of having a giant cab in my way. But yeah, so I mean we're gonna move around, do some different stuff. It's mostly, since it's September, you're kind of looking at cultivating because a lot of people have been harvesting, and then there is still a lot of fertilizing, which is great. There's only like one that actually pays, I think, more than like 1,000, or at least like, a lot more than 1,000. But this cultivating contract actually, it's pretty decent, especially for the map. I mean, 93 is definitely one of the bigger fields, but we'll get into it, kind of mess around. Shouldn't take too long, but yeah. And then, I mean, just, I don't know. It's like, it is repetitive, but, like, that's kind of, oh, that probably wasn't a great timing. Yeah, whatever. It's just a huge part of farming is repetitive. I mean, that's what you're dealing with. So let's see, get in here. Oh, nope, that is. I feel like that one needs to be cultivated. That one probably will pop up as a cultivation option right as I drive away from this one. But yeah, we'll get into it. We'll mosey on through it, and it's money, and that's kind of what we're going for right now. We'd like to get the mushroom greenhouse. We'd like to get some sheep. Although for the sheep, complicated aspect of that is just the idea of also needing probably another field, maybe a small field, just to do some grass. Just something that can give us a little bit extra income, for one, if we had the opportunity to sell maybe some bales, which of course will come with its own fun of needing a baler and a little trailer to haul bales around in. But it'll be something else that can kind of be done to generate some income. And I don't know, I think it's always cool to me if you have a little bit of a farm, put some animals on it, and sheep in particular are very easy. But yeah, I think it'll add something to it, add a little bit of variety to kind of what we can do on the farm. I mean, with sheep, with that kind of pen, you could throw some goats in there too. You need some goat milk and wool, and between those two, you're making a little bit more money, and it really isn't that hard. And one of my other saves, I do cows, and I mean, they're a little bit more interesting, where if you want to maximize it, you got to do the TMR. And I just started doing some pigs on a different one, and they're kind of interesting, although you can get some of their food through byproducts on mills and stuff, and so that's kind of useful. And that might be where we end up here too, is we could end up doing some pigs, because there's at least one mod where the grain mill produces a byproduct that's pig food, and that's kind of handy. And so we'll see where we go with that. But yeah, for now, trying to just make some extra cash to get a mushroom kind of greenhouse, dark room going. And yeah, but for now, we're going to take care of this contract, and I'll catch up with you guys on the other side. Yeah, this cultivator does feel like maybe a bit of a slight cheat just because it is such a shallow cultivator. Shallow harrow, I believe. But it gets the job done, and it gets it done relatively quickly, which is really nice because a lot of stuff like this is just not exactly what I want to just sit around doing for forever. It was a nice little mod find that I use on a couple of my saves actually, just because yeah, like it only requires 100 horsepower, so a lot of your starting tractors can do it. On one save where I really didn't care that much about like realism and whatnot, I even used the like cultivating to create fields mod, and it is a really nice early game plow. But yeah, finish this one up nice and quick. Sometimes I actually completely try and finish the contract, at least like 99%, and other times I do just let the game play and oh no 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 no. I don't like it. Why did okay. Sometimes I press the button and it's just kinda like, oh yeah, you want the AI to drive now, right? It's like, no, I actually. But yeah, there we go. It's a really nice little area. I definitely, well, all of these fields down here could be really nice to have. This is some nice big flat land. I don't know if I'd really want to buy that farm because I believe that is very expensive. But, you know, yeah, I think it'll probably be a little while before we have that kind of money. But these fields, though, on the other hand, okay, nope, those are very expensive fields as well. And not a great yield. That's wow. I don't know. Precision farm. Oh, okay. That is actually like a lot of land. I guess you could probably add that and turn that into a giant field. Precision farming is definitely a little interesting. Wow, a lot of these are actually just huge chunks of land that isn't actually a field, but you could totally probably put another field or two in there. Alright, that's actually really good to know. Alright, where'd my bridge go? There we go. Alright, just get this put up. And honestly, there's probably, is there another contract right around here? I guess we'll take that man's money real quick. Cultivating. Do we have anything else down here? No, we do not. Alright. These two aren't too far away from each other. 60 and 71. I think those two would probably be the next. We can go knock those out. Not that that's a ton of money, but you know, honestly, on this map, a lot of things aren't a ton of money, and so really, I guess it is just like you really need to get your own farm operation going pretty well, and probably just, I don't know, start adding fields as quickly as you can. I mean, that's the idea of, there's 2 more fields very close to our farm that we can buy, and then there's obviously just fields all over this map that one can purchase, and it definitely would be pretty nice to get some of those. Oh, we actually 3. And so yeah, we'll probably really gun for 47, 43, and 42. That'll probably be a big priority just to maximize our income, because yeah, contracts, I mean, you can make a few bucks here and there and you know, get somewhere, but you're not going to be hauling in tons of money like you will be with your own fields. Let's see, yeah, just go all the way down and then turn right. That'll probably be the best way. Yeah, there's just so many little fields around here, and especially, I mean, obviously we purchased the starting farm, so right around it is a sweet little area of just a ton of different fields, so that'll be a nice boon to kind of get us going. And I mean, yeah, it really is actually a pretty nice location in terms of maybe putting a business, so I still haven't ruled out the idea of inevitably putting our own bakery and styling it to what we kind of want on our farm. But I think at least to start out, I probably will purchase the bakery on the map, and then we'll see where we go from there. But yeah, I mean, that was about 7,000. We're 19. I think technically I actually do have enough to purchase the mushroom situation, but I'm just gonna call it the mushroom lab. That's what I'm gonna go with. But you know, to purchase the mushroom lab, I think it's like 18,000. I could be wrong. I'll check that in a second. But I like to have a little bit of leeway. That will probably be most of what we do today. I guess, I don't know, I might buzz through a couple more fertilizing contracts or something like that just to make a little extra cash. I mean, it is kind of nice. I mean, part of why I set myself up the way that I set myself up was so that I didn't have to like instantly just work like crazy and, you know, do every single contract just with like a fertilizer and a tractor to make up stuff, because oh my goodness, it just, on this map it would be so long before you really got anywhere. And so that was a big reason that I was like, I'll start with a combine. I mean, I guess you could have, you know, kind of just started saving up money, waited around for a little while, and inevitably one probably would come on sale. But who knows which one though. I mean, I guess I could have had a couple, like, there's some nice older New Hollands that are pretty cheap, but their grain header and their corn heading options are just so small. And you know, small and mighty is one thing, but even on these smaller fields, it's nice to have some width. But Yeah, we'll buzz through these 2 fields, and yeah, won't bore you guys too much. Probably a little bit, but you know, that's all a part of farming. And there we have it, all tidied up. Honestly, it kind of feels sometimes like I'm the only one working all of these fields, and yet I do not own all of them, which is kind of disappointing. Make a lot less money that way, but you know, we'll get there. But yeah, we can head back to our farm. Probably gonna look at that, the mushroom lab, as I've decided to dub it, and yeah, see what that. I don't exactly know all of what it entails. I've done small greenhouses and messed around with them a little bit, and I know it's like just seed, fertilizer, and water, and it just kind of does the things, which I guess water. That'll be interesting. I'll need to get my hands on a little tank. Alright, that'll be interesting. Probably gonna end up having to do a few more contracts for that. Alright, yep, just walk across very slowly. There we go. Thank you. Yeah. It'll add something to the game. Water tanker will be interesting though. Yeah, money is just money. Big list. Alright. There is fertilizing contracts out there, and there are still more cultivating contracts out there, so we'll see. I definitely might take those off screen and just kind of slave away at it. But yeah, I don't know. For me, like, it's just one of those things where it's really not that boring. I mean, some other creators with Farm Sim, like, I watch them, and that's part of how I got into the game, and it was like, I honestly don't really mind watching them just kind of cultivate a field. I do appreciate it when they do time lapse, which is that's why I do what I do, but yeah, I don't actually appreciate as much when some of the creators just kind of like just appear on the other end of it, and it's just like, oh look, they now have $200,000 more and have done many, many things, and you didn't get to see any of it, and so now you're just kind of left there wondering, actually this might be right. I want to put the mushrooms. Let me You're gonna need to move over to this patch of grass now. That looks great. Absolutely wonderful. Alright, let's take a look here. First of all, how much would is there a little tank in here maybe? I did check just a second ago. Nope. Alright. Let's see. Do we have a cheap water tanker? Honestly, it might be something where I dig into the mods for just a second and see if I can find anything. Although that's pretty cheap. I could probably get to that pretty quickly. I mean, that's only 2,000 liters, so it's a good amount of back and forth, but it would work, and it's, simple, small. That definitely could be what we end up going with. But yeah, let's see what we got going on here. Greenhouses should be down here. The $18,000 one is what we wanted. Just thinking about dropping it right around here. I don't want to take out all of the grass. I do actually like the grass. This is probably going to absolutely ruin the landscaping though. Is there a less affected area? Maybe. Yeah, maybe we'll put it like near this tree. That could actually be kind of nice. Go back just a little bit. That probably won't be too terrible. Yeah, I think we'll plop that right there. Alright, we don't have a lot of money, but I do like to, let's see which one. Yeah, that works. I don't really want to mix too much with the concrete going on here, so we're gonna switch that back. Not that one. Let's see, what do we got? Doesn't appear that we actually have all of the... Alright, we'll just maybe give it a little bit of touch up here. Maybe leave some of the concrete just to mix it up. Yeah. Alright. I don't like the concrete actually. No. Concrete bad. Okay, yeah, that looks a little bit better. Okay, so yeah, I was wondering, couldn't see it when I was laying it down where the pallets were gonna spawn, but that makes sense. We'll just maybe add touches of gravel over here. Just kind of come around. Leave a couple of the grass just because gravel and grass happen, but we can make that a little bit more of a zone so we can get a tractor in there. And maybe do a little bit of just softening here. I'm sure that back here it probably rippled it just a little bit. But that looks pretty nice actually. Alright. I think I might just miss the tree. That's actually like brilliant. Alright, so let's see. What do you need? Do you just need water? Is that the only thing? Storage is empty, no active productions. Let's see. Oh, okay, money. I like money. Yeah, we'll take that. Mushroom, water. That's actually brilliant. So I guess, honestly, probably we'll just get both of these going. And so we just need water. Are we like right on the edge there? Ah, right on the edge. All right. So, what do we have here? What can get us there? Ooh, this could get us there. That could get us there. Or we can go down here. Could do some fertilizing real quick. Yeah, I think we'll mix it up a little bit. Cause that's field 87. Alright, those are nowhere near each other. These two though. Alright, yeah, we'll probably go down to 87. Actually, 81 and 34 now. So, yeah, we'll do 87, and then we'll probably also take, let's see, 22 and 23. Yeah, I mean, with those right next to each other, why not? Yeah, very good. Alright, so yeah, let's hop in there. We're probably gonna have to unload for, I think we got lime in our spreader right now, but yeah, if we do those, should be able to get the little tank. Let's see. Yeah, that's lime, alright. Man, this is always a little fun. We'll see. Will my system accept it, or will it not accept it? Yeah, that's what's supposed to happen. That is a little bit of a cheat. We do have super strength going on, but for little things like that, I like being able to just take care of it pretty quickly. So there we go, load it up. Let's see. We're basically going back to where we were. I suppose it would be nice probably actually to get maybe the next tractor, or maybe not the next tractor, but maybe the second tractor that we get should get 3-point on the front, because then we could do contracts like cultivating and fertilizing at the same time, because we were literally just down here and now we're driving back, which isn't the end of the world. It's not far. This isn't a massive map, but it'd still save us time, be able to knock out a few more contracts, because I think we're probably going to be doing contracts for a little while, just because our fields, I mean, they're going to produce something. And I mean, once I think we officially do this, even just this first harvest, and sell it, if we wait till the best price, we'll probably have some money that is actually worth like mentioning. Right now, it's a lot more of just kind of like scrounging along, trying to do the best that we can do. But that's beginning a farm anyway. I mean, we definitely did not start from scratch in the traditional sense of the idea, but let's see, give me what I want. Two, no, we're just gonna do one, and I guess 12 is like the minimum. I don't know, it's probably something kind of wonky with the mod or something, although this is pretty, I've seen this in other videos and stuff like that, so it's not an uncommon mod. It's not, it's official from the mod store, which I know doesn't always mean good things, but whatever. Here we go. I'll get through this and probably the next ones, and I'll catch up with you guys on the other side. Was it chaotic? Yes. Was it fun? Also, yes. Sometimes I just, didn't always color inside the lines as a child, I guess, but especially when contracts are like right next to each other like that. It's just like, just do them both at the same time. Make it up as you go. Have a little bit of fun. Don't always just totally use the GPS. Just kind of, I guess, glue yourself to the mini map and just figure it out as you go. But yeah, we can go back to the farm. Grab these two, 3 contracts. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. And then should be able to get our little tank. Probably fill it up and get it going, and that'll be it for this episode. So yeah, we'll get some mushrooms growing. Probably both varieties. I have no idea how much money this is gonna make us. I have no idea entirely how worth it is. I mean, it is worth it. I mean, it's one of those kind of easier farm things where you can mostly just turn it on and it makes you money. And especially with this, I didn't even realize, I had no idea that you literally just have to give it water and it grows. So that's really cool. And that's an $18,000 investment, which probably will take a minute to pay for itself, but it does require a limited amount of input. And so, yeah, I mean, just adding water is just brilliant. So hopefully this will be something somewhat simple that pays off for us. It also will be an opportunity for people to see how bad I am with a forklift, but yeah, we'll get there when we get there. I also have no idea how quickly it produces mushrooms. How quickly do we get to 1,000 or whatever? But yeah, we should be able to buy the little tank, and the bigger one would be nice, but at least for now, I definitely won't bore you guys too much with just like watching me drive back and forth or anything, but yeah, we'll get it going, and yeah, I'll probably finish filling it up off screen just because it would be nice to top it off. Oh yeah, the seeds. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get those. I'm also gonna need to remember to probably do pallets, since I am gonna probably end up going for the forklift situation. So yeah, or yeah, at least front loader with a forklift attachment. But yeah, let's see here. Let's go to our well. This was $1,000 mod hub special, which I actually just really like. I've used it on other farms too. It just tends to fit with the designs that I kind of like. So all that worked out. Yeah, we can drop this off. That should activate our factories. Storing water, producing cycles per month, 480. I mean, that's not bad. It only takes 4,000 liters. So, I mean, actually, this little Bowser is almost perfect for it. Because, yeah, I guess it doesn't take a lot of water to do this. So that's kind of cool. But, alright. We can top it off. We can probably just leave the tank either by the well or over there. Probably by the well. We can just leave it nice and full. But, yeah, I guess also it's not as boring for you guys because, this isn't, I mean, some of the greenhouses that I've used, it's like 100,000 capacity, and so that's kind of what I was wondering, if it was going to be just like a ridiculous amount, and I was just going to be going back and forth with this 2,000 liter little tank forever, but nope, not bad. Keep it nice and just topped off over here where it can live. But yeah, thanks for watching. That's it. We have a mushroom factory going. Maybe that's what I'll call it. Maybe end on the mushroom factory. I don't know. What do they call it in the... Let's see. Labs, factory... Oh, factories, greenhouses. What do we call this? It's a mushroom greenhouse. Alright, the mushroom greenhouse. I don't know, mushroom lab just sounds way better. But yep. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.